Hey there, my name is Porsha Lauri. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. And you might be asking yourself, are you doing another ranking list? No, I'm actually going to be doing something I've never done on my channel before, which is a live reaction. So I have not done one of these before on my channel for two reasons. One, for a very long time, I didn't know how people were doing this and pulling it off, and now I figure out the technology aspect of it. And two, I don't want this to be a staple on my channel, meaning that I don't want you to start requesting me to do more live reactions, because even though I enjoy that type of YouTube video, I definitely watch a lot of reaction channels. I'm just not a big fan of doing it myself. I like to come up with something that's a little bit more, a larger scale thing than just reacting to what I see. I want to take time to really think about it and then kind of tell you my thoughts on it once I've had time to mull it over. But with this specifically, I think it's going to be a great motivator to get me to get back into the habit of watching TV shows consistently. I am not good with consistently watching TV shows. I have barely finished most of the TV shows I've watched. For example, in like just the last 5 years, I've watched like the first 4 seasons of Sons of Anarchy, maybe. I don't know, that's questionable. I've watched 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. I've watched the first 2 episodes of The Office. I watched 2 seasons of The Good Place, and I just never seemed to finish anything. Anyway, I thought I would do a live reaction to this show and kind of watch it along with you guys. This way, I'm actually ensured to finish the show, and it feels like I have more of a responsibility to film these videos because you guys will be waiting for me to watch the next one. So today, I am going to be live reacting to a Netflix show called Spinning Out. And this goes along with my skating series that I've started here on my channel. I am an ex-figure skater. I was a roller skater first, but I was also an ice skater for many years. And I thought it would be really fun to just share my opinion of the differences between how media portrays figure skaters versus what it's like to actually be a figure skater. So I figured the best way for me to watch this would be to commit to uploading it to YouTube, so then I'm kind of forced to finish at least this one season. Aside from the fact that the show is about figure skating, that is all I know. I know it has to deal with a little bit of mental health, and I believe I'm gonna put in a trigger warning right here. Like you, I don't know what to expect, but there was a trigger warning when I turned on the videos, so do your own research before going out to watch this yourself if you find yourself easily triggered by these types of situations. All right, with all that being said, let's just jump into it. Oh man, there's tape all over the front of the skate. That takes me back. Oh man, those days. Trying to land a single loop. I didn't know January Jones was gonna be in this. Oh, the dresses. That's the thing I miss the absolute most, is the outfits. Am I gonna see any famous skaters in this? Like, do they have like we're gonna get like a good Sasha Cohen cameo or something? Also, who are your favorite figure skaters if you have any? Let me know down in the comments. My favorite figure skater of all time is probably Sarah Gonali. I always F up her name. And Tara Lipinski. Tara Lipinski was actually a roller skater before an ice skater. And she is the reason that I started ice skating, because I saw her and I was like, I want to do that. 98 Olympics was a good year. I think that all ice skaters live in the snow. Also, I don't know any figure skaters that actually listen to classical music in their downtime. That's a lie. I love that sound. That sound of the ice like gripping when you're doing like a tight edge. Ooh. Oh, this is not a pretty layback though. I don't like, what are you doing with your leg? Like the knees should be more turned out. This is gonna be me the whole time, so just so you know, get ready for this. I'm just gonna critique everything. Oh, she gave up on that landing. She could have had that. How did she fall like that? She concussed herself because she fell on her back? Can't get comfortable in this chair. Oh yeah, tights with holes. That was my whole MO as growing up. I don't think I barely had enough tights for competition. Always had to buy tights like the night before. Oh God, the PTSD is all coming back now. Ooh. Oh Lord, the realities of the expenses of skating. Hey, are they gonna hook up later? Oh, I like them. Oh my God, the suitcases. This is all taking me back. I had a suitcase for a very, very long time. One for ice skates, one for all my roller skates, which I had 2 suitcases because I had that many pairs of roller skates. Long story. But then I had a backpack, and that's what I used later on, just because like rolly bags were not cool anymore, which I guess they're back in style. I don't know. But I remember for a second, like rolly bags were not cool, so you would get made fun of if you had a rolly bag. Skating is high school, in case you were curious. Usually you stretch before you put on your skates, typically speaking here. Also, what the fuck is this guy doing? I've also never skated pairs, which I do know that that's part of this story. I have done pairs lifts, and I've done like free dance, which is kind of like you're allowed to lift your partner. It's like kind of like pair skating, but you can't do a spin that has more than like 3 consecutive turns or something, or maybe no spins whatsoever. And you can't lift the girl with her hips above his shoulders, if I remember correctly. So that's the only kind of partner skating where I've done that has lifts in it. And I did partner dance skating, which I'll show a clip of what that would look like, but I've never actually skated pairs. I've also never I was never searching to do that, because the idea of a guy just having me over his head and just skating down 20 miles an hour down like a straightaway on the roller rink is kind of terrifying. So I've never personally done pairs. So some of this I won't have experience in, but I could tell you my 2 cents of like watching other pairs teams. Ooh. Competitive sisters, fun. Also a normal occurrence. I know it's not normal, but it was normal. It was normalized. That's the word, that's the term I want to use. So if you're wondering what she's studying for, the little bit of knowledge I remember from my time ice skating has a lot of tests that you have to take that kind of allow you to move through different categories. So you have to pass a certain test to be able to skate a certain event. And that's what she's preparing for. My assumption is that the senior test allows her to then taking her coaching credentials so she can become a coach. Which, most kids I knew wanted to do that when they became adults, is they wanted to be able to coach. So that's something you would start to look into at I would say the end of your skating career. Popping a jump. I don't quite know how to explain it. I only know what it feels like, but popping a jump is basically you just take off wrong. And instead of committing to it and trying to do the jump full out, you just kind of give up halfway through. Abandon the jump. Oh my God. I've never seen an accident quite like that. That took me by surprise. I was not prepared for that. Damn, that would hurt. Ice skating is dangerous. Okay, so when I mentioned that I had done lifts and stuff, I had a partner, that was on roller skates. I've never skated with someone on ice skates, and I never wanted to for this kind of reason. She sounds like she's in legit pain. Someone give her an Oscar for that. That was great. You're throwing your body into the air. What are you expecting? Some shit goes down. So was the mom a figure skater, or is she just living vicariously through her kids? What's the deal with the mom? Also, is she drinking? Is that why she was passed out on the couch, and why she cringed when she took a sip of her orange juice? I assume these are things I will find out along the way. Ooh. Damn, call him out. Something about him I don't like. Tanya Harding. I'm going to watch that movie too. I, Tanya. It's a good one. I don't like this dress. Someone bite her? Why are you putting makeup on there? You have a long sleeve dress on. What difference does it make? Also, what was that injury? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I don't know what this show is about. I can't get comfortable in this chair. That sound. It's like music. Do you guys want me to call out what the tricks are as they happen? I can't promise you I can always tell what's happening because TV shows do too many cuts and close-ups, but I'll try to if I can. This would be an outer back camel in roller skating terms. I'm not great on ice skating terms. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I was an ice skater, I always called things the wrong thing. But that was essentially an outer back camel and some kind of weird half-ass sit spin. It's like a single loop, but it was part of choreography. It was a very nice double axel. It was beautiful. I don't like this layback. I don't like her shitty leg. I feel like it's not employed enough. It just looks like it's kind of dangling there. So I'm not trying to shade anyone's skating, just my personal opinion. Oh, she popped that jump. Do you see? That's what popping a jump is. She like kind of half-ass took off and then like gave up. She's for sure not gonna pass this test because she popped that jump. Also, you're supposed to focus on one constant spot when you spin to keep yourself from getting dizzy. In ice skating, I used to focus on my gloves. Sometimes I would put stickers on them, so I would focus on my glove. I never was a big fan of spinning. I don't like being dizzy. So it was really important that I learned like little skills like that. You don't want to spot, which is different in like dance. That's where that mark came from, because she self-harms. That was intense though. I have felt like that. Fun fact, when I was in high school and skating, I used to have full tantrums if I didn't skate well in a competition. So I feel for her on this. This is the part of like looking back that when I say like I don't have fond memories, I think of just like little emotional outbursts that I would have from time to time, and I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing. Like I was so like just like an angsty teen. My old ice skating coach had the same accent. I loved her so much. Rest in peace, Jeanette. She was my favorite. She was so great. So encouraging. I haven't competed in over 13 or 14 years, and I haven't actually had skates on my feet and skated in over 7. But if someone asked me tomorrow, I would do it. I've never understood why they have they have like Disney on Ice, and I'm like, how come they don't do that on roller skates? Because I would love to do something like that. So he's not a figure skater. Now I get it. That's just like her actual boyfriend or something. Whoa. Oh, their mom's like emotionally and physically abusive, I'm kind of guessing. Physically in the sense that she's making her do more than she needs to do. Uh-oh. Aha! And now we know what's up. I knew mom-daughter relationships like this, unfortunately. And father-son ones, too. There's definitely dads in the sport that act just like this, too. It's not just sequestered to women. Okay, I'm not trying to make assumptions, but all I know about lithium is it's used to treat bipolar disorder, so I'm pretty sure she's bipolar. Aww, she's a good older sister. I can't get comfortable in this chair. I'm already feeling connected to this show. I'm kind of excited that I started it. Oh, now we're going to work. Oh, this guy again. She just failed one test and then quit. Oh, now she's moving to London for sure? Damn. Oh, that's right. She has a boyfriend, so she's not going to get with this guy. Unless he leaves and she stays. You know she's not going to London. Obviously, we wouldn't have a TV show, but I'm just saying. Fingers crossed that they get together later. I recognize her. Where's she from? Friday Night Lights? Is that her? The mom from Friday Night Lights? How are you gonna be anti-gay and have a son that does a figure skating? Come on now. Oh, that's not the mom from Friday Night Lights, by the way. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know who she is, but I know her from something. He looks smug and I don't like him. Where do they live? There's southern accents, there's snow. I'm so confused. Where are we? Also, this girl looks super familiar, but I can't quite figure out where from. Yeah, that was just outright mean. There was really no reason for that. She's not gonna go to London. Or she's gonna come back right after she moves. I've known people in that position too, where they had to give up skating because of an injury or risk the injury getting even worse. It sucks. That's like the worst position to be in, because it's like your body's working against you. Oh, her little legs are probably so cold. That's so cute. I have a picture like that with me and my best friend. Rinks are like that. You know everything about everybody's business if you know the right people. I'm not gonna lie, the gossip was probably the most fun part about competition. I'm literally watching him drink this beer and I'm like, you can't have that beer. You're in training right now. Get out of here. You can't have all those carbs. I still can't believe that girl's fucking skate went through her other foot. Oh my God. I don't know much about bipolar disorder, so I'm not gonna really comment on that aspect of it. But they seem to have a very toxic relationship with each other. And yes, I definitely could see how they're triggering each other to constantly like back and forth. I think the best thing actually would have been if she moves to London, but I just know she won't because there would be no show. I don't know who this actress is. I don't know if I've seen her in other stuff, but I really enjoy her so far. Actually, all the acting on this show so far, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. It's definitely keeping my interest. Oh, shit. I've never been that upset, though. Shit's expensive. Damn, just threw out all those memories. It's intense. Good girl. Like I said, I think she's just being an angsty teen. I don't think she's like a bitch like they were calling her earlier. She can go look for her skates. I can't get comfortable in this chair. Those SB Terry's? That shit is hella expensive. I'm talking about the brand, by the way. I realize I just said that and like you would have no idea what I'm talking about. That's the brand of boots. By her grabbing her skates back and going back, I'm assuming that she's changed her mind, but now it might be too late to change her mind. All right, so that was episode 1 of Spinning Out. I'm very excited to see where this is going to go next. I feel like the show kind of established like the general personality types of our main leads, but honestly I don't feel like they've really gotten into like what the plot is exactly going to be, aside from the fact that we're dealing with someone who has tried and failed to be a solo skater and is kind of at the end of their rope, cut with this guy who just lost his partner and needs someone new to kind of take over that role. And we're gonna kind of see how that develops over time. But I really liked how it was laid out. I like the way that they shot the ice skating. It just seemed more seamless in the way that they switched from acting to the person who's doing the stunt work, the skating. The actual skating in it is like fine. It's like nothing spectacular. It definitely feels like pretty normal, which is nice because when you see someone out here just like throwing triple after triple and doing all these big jumps and spins, it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't feel realistic. It feels pretty based in reality. And I'm excited to see like where they're gonna take this show. If you've enjoyed this episode, do me a solid and drop a like on this video, then run over to that subscribe button and hit that bell next to it so you can be notified every time I upload. If you guys like it, do let me know in the comments so I can finish out this whole season if that's something you guys enjoy watching. But aside from that, I will see you guys next time when I come back for episode 2 of Spinning Out. And until then, I'll catch you later. Bye.